It's been a long time since I put a video on, I know, and I said I would sooner than this and I haven't, although I've recorded some, but they're not online. But today we are in the Grampians National Park. It's kind of a place where I grew up and spent a lot of time. And so you can see my daggy sun hat. And because we're doing a big trip up to the Northern Territory in May, yes, I smoke, if you can see cigarette smoke, sorry. Anyhow, because we're going up Northern Territory, decided to buy a new car. And there's Rosie. Hello, Rosie Lulu. So we bought ourselves a Pajero. So that should get us through all the red dirt up there. So today we've come to the Grampians to give it a bit of a test drive. So we're at Heatherlie Quarry at the moment in the Northern Grampians, heading up towards Mount Zero, and we're going to go and look at this quarry. Heatherlie Historic Site. Here we go. Okay, so we're still walking towards the quarry. We found a sign that explained what we're going to see, how they done it, yada yada yada. And even though it's not a steep gradient hill, I'm buggered. I must be really unfit. Anyway, this is what the bush looks like here in the Grampians. We had the fires go through and everything was basically gutted. Oh yeah, it is a pretty steep hill. Anyway, it's all grown back now, so it's getting nice and thick again. I think just around this bend up here will be our first building. I was right, around that corner was the first hut, but we're at a crossway, fork in the road. Do we go that way to where the explosives were used?
We go there first.
Or that way to the hut?
The hut first.
I think we'll go boring hut first and make our way around the loop. Even though we're in the middle of the Grampians National Park and it's a quarry that hasn't been used for a long time, it was first started back in the 1860s, and they used the stone from here to build things like Melbourne Town Hall, Parliament House in Melbourne, and I can't remember what the others were because I'm really bad at history. But anyway, so that's what this stone was used for. So if you go to Parliament House in Melbourne or the Town Hall there, and you see the big Town Hall with the clock on top, that's the Grampians. Grampian stone. Okay, so we've got to where the huts are, and there's three. There's one there, there's one just there behind the trees, and there's one here. So we'll start over here, and obviously this is where they lived. And as I was saying to Rosie, I wish that they allowed metal detecting in the national park, because I like fossicking, I like using my metal detector, and I think this would be an awesome place to do it. But yeah, I'll check out the stonework. You can see the, look at that where it's been cut. How cool is that? You can see how they've put the rocks, stuck the rocks together and rendered it with clay. That's still there after all these years. Historic buildings like this that we don't have a lot of in this part of Victoria, especially the Grampians, unless they're on private property, and people have gone and vandaled it. That's just disgusting. Don't like vandals. Now we're going to another one, and nice original piece of red gum on the windowsill still. Beautiful. And a dirt floor. This is how it should be. Obviously they've replaced those to show us how it should be. This place is beautiful. Cup of tea, anybody? Yeah, so this is another one. I'll show you from the outside, but this is the inside. I had to refilm this bit because I got badly interrupted by somebody. Don't know who she was. There we go. Look at that in the middle of the sticks. Okay, and this is the third. This is the third of the buildings. The last lot. This is actually like a little 2-roomed apartment. Now you live in that side, Rosie. I'll live in this side here because I want the fern. Now we're walking up to some machinery that used to run the equipment to cut the stone. Don't ask me how. I have no idea. Hope there's no snakes under this bridge. But some big, yes, steam-powered machinery. How cool. Look at the size of that. Big boiler tanks. And we move on to the next stop. And wait for Rosie. Here we can see some rock that they've drilled and blown and split and whatever they do to it. A little plaque that's hard to read and a heap of stone in the quarry, and it says, using the stone today, stone from the quarry may still be used to repair historic buildings such as the Melbourne Town Hall and the State Library of Victoria. Removal of the stone is carefully monitored to protect the rest of the site. So there you go. So that stone there can be reused. We could have kept walking up the other track, and that would have taken us just to see one of those pegs that they used to put the holes in there for the explosive. But since we saw one just here by chance, we're not going to go up there. So we're going to go now to where they stored the explosives for blowing things up, because I like things that get blown up. Now I think this looks like a path, but we're going to go up it anyway. It's not really a path like the rest of the place though. This is one of them paths that keep you fit. Woo. Oh yes, we have a lake. Very small, very grotty. And parts of old engine. So obviously this was their boiler water. It's not a lake really, is it? It's a dam. Yes, Rosie's my own personal photographer. A little expert photographer. She's a very good photographer. Did I mention she's such a good photographer that I have her tripod and I have her camera bag and I get to carry everything like a pack horse? But that's why she's my photographer, because I carry all the stuff. Alright, what have we here? Now I don't know what this thing is. Oh yeah, oh no. Hey? There's a big peg in the ground there. Okay, anyone out there who knows what this thing would be used for in an old 1800s quarry? True blue Australian, apparently you know a lot of stuff. What is it? Okay, so apparently down here somewhere is where the old railway line used to be. Oh, well, this would have been the railway line through here. This is the old railway line, Rosie.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yes, I know. I'm making a YouTube video and I'm talking to Rosie. I can't help it because she's here and you're not. If you want to be here and let me talk to you, come and I'll talk to you. The powder magazine. The presence of this powder magazine indicates that at some time explosives were used to break up the stone. So that's the powder magazine. And still walking. Ooh. Tell you what, it's getting rather warm here. Rather warm indeed. Up the old railway line. Gee, it must have been a small little... Whoever likes railways will know what sort of engine it was. I suppose a tiny little thing. Chuck a bit of wood in there. I don't know. Ooh, hope there's no snakes. Gee, that must be an old track though. Have a chain. Geez, no one's going to steal that in a hurry, are they? Alright, so what do you call this thing? Some sort of a rock carrying carriage or what? They've even embanked the water. Embanked? Now tell me, is embanked a word? Embankment is a word. Where's the sun? It's not showing who I am. Here I am. Woohoo! So that's Heatherlie Quarry in the Grampians. And it's taken me, I won't say how old I am. Oh, I suppose you know how old I am. Mid-30s, anyway. That many years to get here, considering I was born and bred in this area. It's taken me that long to get to this area. I've never been here before. But it was worth the day trip. If anyone's looking for a bit of a fun trip, hit the dirt roads and come and find places like this. It's well worth it. Alright guys, till next time. Bye.